One thing that I want to hit before we get to our guest list is what might turn the tide, what might actually make the huge difference, what might be the, if you will, ultimate deciding factor of Super Bowl 58. And we've each come up with one just to make sure that we can just drill down and nail down. I've been asking everybody, and you'll hear again as we go through our guest list today and on Thursday and on Friday, asking everyone, Super Bowl 58 is going to come down to what? Yep. I've asked that. You might have already heard that multiple times of our guests already this week. Now it's time for us to actually answer that question. Okay. And it's the ultimate deciding factor presented by BMW. So I'll go first. And I think Super Bowl 58 is going to boil down, the ultimate deciding factor of Super Bowl 58 is going to be whether Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator of the Chiefs, and his defense can speed up Brock Purdy by making him speed his game up, that he will not be comfortable sitting back and surveying, that once he gets to his back foot and he sees his first read covered, what about read 2? What about read 3? Can he stay upright in time to get through all that, or will he feel rushed in a way that he's speeding up way too much and seeing ghosts like, say, he did on Christmas night when he saw the ghosts of the Baltimore Ravens all over the place? If the Chiefs can speed up Brock Purdy, that's the ultimate deciding factor, because if they can't, and Brock Purdy can actually show up with his efficient self, as we established yesterday in the show open, he led the league in passer rating this year. If his efficiency is affected because he's sped up, I think that's the ultimate deciding factor of Super Bowl 58. What about you, Chris?
I like it. Rich, I'm going with the 49ers side as well, but I'm looking at their ability to run the football. We know how great the Chiefs' defense has been this year overall. Less than great against the run. They give up the 8th most yards per carry, 4.5 on the season. And look, we know how great Christian McCaffrey is. Might win MVP, might win Offensive Player of the Year. He's got to be that exact guy for the 49ers. He has 188 rushing yards in the playoffs. He has 37 carries. Let's go. He needs to be 20-plus carries. They got to run the football, and Rich, but in doing so, you keep Patrick Mahomes on the bench. You can't let that guy out there, because when he's out there, we know what he is. He's one of the greatest of all time, and he can put points on the board for Kansas City, but he can't do that if he's on the bench. And by running the football and running the football effectively, long drives, 6, 7, 8 minutes, they keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, they can win this game.
And of course, when you say running the football, it's Christian McCaffrey. I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know if there is a particular, what's the word for it, opportunity.
Ooh.
For you,
interesting,
to proposition whether Elijah Mitchell gets a carry in the Super Bowl.
Fatigue.
It's well, if you remember, McCaffrey, landed on his head.
He got DDT.
Right. Yeah.
And at the end of the NFC Championship game, and came out of the game, and Elijah Mitchell scored the touchdown that put the Niners up by 10, which was the eventual deciding points in that one. Your ultimate deciding factor for Super Bowl 58, TJ, is what?
Well, Rich, my ultimate deciding factor, I put a lot of thought into this, and I think it boils down to one thing, and that's the international date line. You see, the international date line is what's going to help Taylor Swift make it from her concert in Japan to Las Vegas, Nevada, to cheer on her boothing Travis Kelce during the Super Bowl. And as we know, or at least I know, because I've been reading the script all season.
Oh, you have that? Okay.
I kind of know what's going on. I didn't want to ruin anything, but Taylor Swift being there, because when there's girls in the stands, Travis wants to step up. He's going for that Super Bowl record. What is it, 14 catches?
14 catches.
14 catches. I think we're going to see 15 catches by Travis Kelce. He's going to get busy, all because his girl made it from Japan due to the time zone change and all that. I think she's the key to the Chiefs winning. Look, it's a very...
You really went there.
It's driving a wedge through a lot of people right now, and I've just come to the realization that either got to go with it or you just
embrace it.
You fight it and argue it. So I'm just going to embrace it right now.
Good job. Well done.
Because, this is her 13th game that she's attending.
Oh, goodness. See, you You smell what The Rock is cooking.
After winning her 13th Grammy, right, over the weekend.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
So
How many times is it? 13 time zones between Japan and Vegas? There's probably not.
there's 13 rows on her PJ.
Oh my God.
13-hour flight.
You don't even know
something like
about
that. I don't know.
that. She likes 13 green M&Ms in a bowl.
But if we can draw just a slight football strand from your tapestry that you just weaved, it is Kelsey. Now, who did we have on? Was it? Who did we have on yesterday? I believe it was Antonio Pierce, the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, saying, you got to man up on Kelsey. Like, do not play zone on Travis Kelsey.
Right.
Because if you play zone on him, he will find
Every
the
hole.
spot.
Yes.
Every spot will be found, and the quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be, even when they are just improvising anyway. So, making sure that Travis Kelsey does not have a day.
I mean, he was 11 for 11 in the
That's
AFC
unbelievable.
Championship game.
Including the one that Mahomes ran around, made a sandwich,
And just looked like he was
then
chucking it
flipped
away.
it up.
And it was like,
and
okay,
Kelsey,
got it.
And Kelsey just,
Kinda
dove for it.
yeah.
And that was the moment that it created a first down on a 16-play drive that eventually put the Chiefs up in Baltimore. That made everyone, I think, in Baltimore feel like,
Oh, gosh. Here we
this
go.
may just not be our day after the Ravens had just tied it. So those are all of our ultimate deciding factors for Super Bowl 58, and that was the ultimate deciding factor presented by BMW. And speaking of BMW, they're getting fans excited for the big game with a hilarious call to action. They're asking people to give their best Christopher Walken and the hashtag Talkin' Like Walken challenge on TikTok. Anybody want to send us off right here? TJ, do you do one, right? Do you do one?
Rich, there's only one Christopher Walken, and he's here in Vegas. It's great to see you, Roku Joe. Hello.
Ladies and
How are
gentlemen,
you?
Listen, look at you.
Wow.
Starting us off.
He's been practicing all morning.
Thank you. Ma'am, your husband has the back of a coal miner. I know because I mine coal.
Well, there's only one ultimate driving machine. Keep an eye out for BMW during the big game on Sunday. Well done. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.